Hi, hello, and welcome back, y'all, to another reaction video. So we are about to watch 10 times Brock Lesnar shockingly went off script in WWE. So without further ado, y'all, about to hop straight to the video. So let's watch right now.
Since Brock Lesnar returned to WWE in 2012, he's been virtually invincible. Lesnar is one of, if not the biggest stars in the company, and he's fully aware that he can do whatever he likes and he won't face any punishment. Whilst for the most part Lesnar has remained professional, he's prone to doing his own thing in matches and segments, and sometimes this is a creative decision that makes Lesnar's work even better. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at 10 times Brock Lesnar legitimately went off script. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, WrestleMania Shorts. Number 10. Busting open John Cena. Upon Brock Lesnar's 2012 return, it took the former WWE champion some time to readjust to the WWE style. Lesnar had previously been in the UFC, so he was used to throwing legitimate punches and kicks, but this was WWE after all, and Lesnar had to be extra careful with his physical offense. During the build to Lesnar's return match with John Cena at the Extreme Rules event, Lesnar went off script and legitimately punched Cena, which caused Cena to bleed. Lesnar didn't do this with malice, he simply got carried away in the moment. It was problematic for WWE as they were concerned that Lesnar was going to be reckless in his matches, and it was also problematic because WWE had a strict no blood policy, which had been completely infringed within a few short weeks of Lesnar making his grand comeback. Number 9. Royal Rumble Freakout. Following Brock Lesnar's premature elimination at the 2023 Royal Rumble, he completely snapped. The majority of Lesnar's actions were completely scripted, but a number of things Lesnar did weren't in the initial script, and one spot was way over the line. It was reported that Lesnar throwing part of the announce table wasn't planned, but when Lesnar forced a referee over the barricade, this was completely too far. The referee was forced to sell his injury, and as a result, he missed a vital spot at the end of the Rumble match. It was later reported that Lesnar had backstage heat for going off script in this manner, but it was noted by a number of sources that Lesnar was untouchable, and the term backstage heat should have been used loosely. Fans were quick to criticize Lesnar for going off script in this capacity. Lesnar putting his hands on a referee who wasn't scripted for any physicality wasn't the best look for Lesnar. WWE should have made it clear to him that he's only permitted to get physical with permitted performers. Number 8. This is becoming a pattern. Fans assume that Brock...
You don't have to pay me extra. Nah, fuck that. If I am a referee for a Lesnar match, you paying me extra. He's so unpredictable, but I kind of like that. You know, he goes off script a little bit. I like when any wrestler goes off script a little bit because that keeps it interesting, you know what I'm saying? But he's very unpredictable. I think he's like still stuck in his fighting days or whatever. But yeah, very scary.
Lesnar would calm down in terms of going off script, but at the next WWE pay-per-view event following the 2023 Rumble, Lesnar once again went off script. Following Lesnar's match with arch-rival Bobby Lashley at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, Lesnar would F5 the referee, and then F5 Lashley through the announce table. Both were completely planned spots, and were scripted to be integral parts of the show. What wasn't planned, however, was Lesnar performing another F5 to the referee on the broken announce table. The spot looked awkward as the referee clearly wasn't expecting it. Similarly to the Royal Rumble situation, it looked like no repercussions came as a result of Lesnar going off script. Number 7. Pranking the Big Show. Brock Lesnar going off script during his initial WWE run was rare, but he decided to do so in the main event of the Judgment Day pay-per-view in 2003. Lesnar was wrestling the Big Show in a vastly underrated stretcher match for the WWE title, and Lesnar decided to play a prank on the Big Show by going off script and raising him 30 feet in the air. Big Show would discuss Lesnar going off script during an interview with TalkSport. Down the line, Brock and I had some great feuds. I'll never forget that stretcher match because I'm terrified of heights, and he jacked me up about 30 feet in the air on that forklift, and he was just laughing knowing how scared I was up there. If you look at him when he's on the forklift, he's legit laughing because I'm screaming like, "You son of a gun." Number 6. Bloodshed. The iconic feud between Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker finally came to a close at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in 2015. The match itself was well received by fans, and some even said it was the dead man's best match in a number of years. The match did receive some controversy as there was blood in the match, which led to Vince McMahon throwing a tantrum backstage. It was reported that McMahon sent a medic into the cell to fix the wounds on Lesnar, but in an unscripted outburst, Lesnar attacked the medic. Lesnar and the dead man evidently wanted an old school style matchup, and the PG guidelines were going to be completely ignored no matter what. Number 5, Brock Lesnar doesn't care about kids. One of the standout storylines of 2016 was a storyline revolving around Heath Slater. Slater was a free agent and he was attempting to earn a place on either Raw or SmackDown. Slater was tremendous in this role and even shined in an infamous segment with Brock Lesnar. In August 2016 on Raw, Slater interrupted Lesnar and informed him that he needs a job in order to provide for his family. But in a completely unscripted outburst, Lesnar informed Slater that
I don't give a about your kids.
Who fucking kids?
It was believed that Lesnar was supposed to substitute the curse word for the word damn, but Lesnar being Lesnar decided his version of the line was much better. But it was, wasn't it? Number 4, slow down, Braun.
I mean,
Brock Lesnar is certainly not a wrestler that other wrestlers should be stiff with in the ring. One wrestler who found this out the hard way was Braun Strowman. Strowman, Lesnar and Kane were having a triple threat match at the 2018 Royal Rumble when Strowman got carried away and delivered a stiff knee to Lesnar. Lesnar then informed Strowman to slow the F down, and if this firm message wasn't enough, Lesnar proceeded to legitimately punch Strowman right in the head. Obviously this wasn't scripted, and Strowman offered some insight into the altercation during an interview with TalkSport. We laughed about it afterwards. It is what it is. We got to the back and I said, hey, my bad. He said the same thing and we went about our business. We're both grown-ups, we both knew what we were getting into, and at the end of the day, we're both very dominant males and neither of us wanted to give in an inch, so in the end, we took an inch from each other. Number 3, breaking the Elimination Chamber pod. The 2022 Elimination Chamber event saw Brock Lesnar capture the WWE title once again, but in the Chamber match itself, Lesnar decided to go off script in a rather dramatic manner. When the next person in the match was revealed to be Bobby Lashley, who had already been taken out of his pod due to an injury, Lesnar decided to smash his way through his own pod and enter the match early. Numerous sources reported that this wasn't actually planned and Lesnar went completely off script. According to Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer, Lesnar knew that the show was overrunning and they were running out of time to get everyone's spot in. At the 9:20 mark of the match, the idea was that Lashley's pod would be opened since it was his time, but he wasn't there. Lesnar obviously knew Lashley was going to be taken out and not in the match, but he didn't know they were going to signal for Lashley's pod to open and it not to be Lesnar's, as he figured he was next. He also knew that they were running low on time. Number 2, throwing the car door. During the build to Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins' match at Battleground 2015, WWE would air a segment which involved Lesnar destroying a prize car that was purchased by Rollins for J&J Security. The planned segment was to see Lesnar destroying the car. However, Lesnar ripping the car door off and throwing it into the crowd certainly wasn't. This was a case of Lesnar not knowing his own strength. There is fan footage of the insane off-script act. The clip quickly went viral, which wasn't the best look for WWE, as fans shouldn't be expected to be hit by a car door when attending a WWE show. And number 1, parties over Grandpa. Brock Lesnar really talks on the microphone, but when he does, it's always memorable. In 2014, they would book a birthday celebration for Hulk Hogan, and this would be gatecrashed by Lesnar and Paul Heyman. After staring down Hogan and Hogan's friends such as the NWO, Lesnar would grab the mic and declare, "Party's over, Grandpa." This line was tremendously executed and received a nuclear reaction from the fans. What made the line even better was that it was completely unscripted. Hogan was livid with Lesnar that he went off script, and he felt that Lesnar had disrespected him. Hogan was even interviewed by TMZ over the off-script comment, and this is what he had to say. "All I gotta say is, Brock, I haven't done a thing to get in your way, but if you keep throwing my name around, I'm gonna get in your way. You can't say that stuff like you said, Brock, in front of my wife and kids. It's not cool, brother. I know this is all entertainment. You know we're supposed to have fun with it, but when he starts throwing my name around with my wife and my kids, it's crossing the line." And there you have it, folks. 10 times Brock Lesnar legitimately went off script. Be sure to leave your comments down below.
Hulk Hogan, I like you. I love you. You're great. You're a legend. You're a GOAT. I don't think you want to be embarrassed in front of your family, your kids, but you should always try. You should always try, always defend your family and all of that. But I don't want to see you get broken in half. Okay. This man tosses around referees for no good reason. I don't get it. I don't think that's something you want to get into. So I'll just let that one go. But yeah, let's go do it for this reaction, y'all. Leave some comments down below. And I will see y'all in the next one.